Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are doing fabulous today. Big up, big up, big up. So guys, it's a Vlogtober day number 12, but I'm doing something different. Instead of a vlog, I'm just going to be chilling and answering some questions, doing a life update video for you because a lot has happened, a lot of changes. So I asked you to send me questions over on Instagram, which you did. You sent me a bunch of questions, some out of pocket ones too, but we'll get into it. So if you're new over here, welcome. I'm Alicia Kim. Sit back, relax, enjoy the vlog. This is the perfect vlog for you because you can get more familiar with me. And to my big up crew, my returning subscribers, go and do the do. Love you guys, and I definitely appreciate all the support on the Vlogtober videos. You have been watching videos back to back to back to back to back to back to back every single day, and at the end of this video I want to shout out a few of my subscribers that are always commenting on every single video, so stay tuned for that. Also guys, remember, if you like the video, go ahead and leave that thumbs up and meet me in the comment section so we can chit chat. Also, if you're new and you enjoy the content, please consider hitting that subscribe button, that button right down there. So yes, okay, so let's go ahead and get right into the questions. I have quite a few to go through. So the first question here is, what would you be doing now if you did not blow up on YouTube? Personally though, I don't really think I blow up on YouTube. I've definitely though gained some traction, and that has allowed the channel to grow, which I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I definitely appreciate the community that we have built, the big up crew. But to answer your question, if my channel did not grow, I would definitely be doing my office job, girl. Like, I would still be sitting around my desk punching numbers and just doing a regular 9-to-5 job. And that is just being honest. I would love to say, oh, I probably would be owning my own business and doing this and doing that, but no, the honest truth is, with migrating into a new country, it does take time to get your feet kind of wet and to be doing your entrepreneurship and all of your aspirations. So I know for sure, well, I don't really know for sure, but I am thinking that I would still be working my 9-to-5 job had my channel not kind of gotten more popular and I have access to more opportunities. I would still be working. This one says, how do you deal with the negative things said about you in the media? So I don't really think it's dealing with it, to be honest. I acknowledge it, I see it, because I'm not blind. So I do see the negative things, but I acknowledge it for what it is, and I do not let it consume me. So I just take it as that's people's opinions, that's their thoughts, that is a reflection of them. It have nothing to do with me. So going back mentally to that time, honestly, I wasn't prepared for it because I had never dealt with negativity in such a large scale and in such a large numbers. Like, I'm talking thousands of people coming down on me and talking about a situation that they don't know nothing about. I was frustrated, to be honest. I was frustrated, but never to the point where it got me down. I kept my head up because I acknowledge again that their opinion is a reflection of them. It's a reflection of probably their viewpoint, and it's a reflection of their experiences and their thoughts. It has nothing to do with me. So I would not be on my phone as often. I wouldn't be searching to see what people are saying. I would be in my comment section probably for a quick minute and I'll get out. As soon as I spot a negative comment, I slide ski and slide out. I think, and I would recommend anyone want negativity on the internet. You can get bullied on the internet, but you do have a bit of control over it by not going on the internet. Do not consume your mind, your thoughts with negativity, because outside of the internet, outside of what you see, I have a loving family that supports me, that calls me every day. We FaceTime. I have a good support system outside of social media, and I make sure to keep that support system strong so that the internet doesn't defeat me. And also, you guys, not everything was bad. I got a lot of positive comments as well, and I focused on that, and that kind of kept me focused and kind of got me on the other side of all the circus that was happening. So what does life look like in the next 4 years? That's different. Usually people ask about 5 year or 10 year. 4 years So in 4 years, I'll be 37 years old. So I definitely see two little bad pitney running up and down. And I do see myself being a mom. I think that when I was younger, I used to say I didn't want kids. And I used to always say I don't have that maternal instinct. But I think it was fear. I think I was afraid of not being a good mother. And I think it was that side of me that always made me say, yo, I don't want children. But as I've gotten older and older and older, I realized that I do want kids. I do want all that I'm working for, all that I've experienced, all the knowledge I've acquired. I do want to pass that down. Definitely in 4 years, I do see owning a home, owning, it doesn't have to be a dream house, but owning property. I do wish or hope for that. I do hope for just success, health, all the good things them. But 4 years from now is not that far, you know. 4 years from now is like right around the corner. But I just hope for growth, success, and health, because with good health, anything is possible. What do you think helped you become successful with YouTube? Number one has to be consistency. And I know it's cliche because every YouTuber said that, right? But it's consistency. It has to be. I don't think it's anything special about me per se, especially in the beginning stages of YouTube. Like, nobody cares about you. Nobody's seen your videos outside of probably your two little friends and your family. So consistency is what kept me and allowed me to be here to witness me growing into 100,000 subscribers. Because when I just started, I was putting up videos back to back to back, week after week, low views. I was still putting up videos. I went on live, 5 persons on the live, I was still going live. I worked towards monetizing, and when I was monetized, I didn't stop putting up videos. I think, and I tell my brother this too, my brother has a channel, it's Chris TVJA, right? And he's doing his thing. But I told my brother, you cannot go in YouTube thinking you're going to make money. Right off the bat, that's the wrong attitude. You have to go into it because you love sharing and you feel like you have something you want to offer to the platform. Is it going to be your daily life? Do you have insight in an industry that you think you can bring to it? So I told him you have to tap into the why, and the why cannot be money, because when you just start YouTube, you're going to be making sense. Literally, I made sense when I just started YouTube. So I think it's my consistency, and I think it's my willingness to learn. I came on YouTube not knowing how to edit. I didn't know anything about the platform. I started in the pandemic. I didn't know anything, and I was willing to learn. I watched a lot of videos. I joined a lot of Facebook groups where people were talking about how to be successful, what to do, what not to do. So I was willing to learn about a platform that I knew nothing about, and I was willing to change with the time. So as I was on it, I started to see, okay, that works, that doesn't work, let me try this, let me try that. So flexibility. I was flexible, I was consistent, I was willing to learn, and I still am even to today. So this one says, what's your biggest lesson you learned this year? My biggest lesson this year has to be trust God and to believe in myself. I always kind of believed in myself, but this year really showed me that I am capable of things that I didn't even know I was, and that is because God has my back. Don't trust a man. Man will disappoint. And when I say man, I mean male and female, not just man, okay? Human beings will disappoint you, because human beings operate sometimes from a place of perception, how they want to be perceived. So I want to be perceived as a good person, I'll do that. So people see me as a good person. I've learned that people don't live for God, they live for man. And sometimes if you see how they operate behind closed doors, you would be shocked. Okay, so this is a good one. Someone says, I prefer your content before. Why have you changed? So I don't think I've changed much. I do think I have grown. Listen, I'm 33-year-old. I'm in my 30s. I'm not in my 20s. Okay? So I'm a grown woman. And there is a time in life when I want to do grown woman things. So I always used to shop. If you go back to my content, I'm always shopping. I'm in Target, I'm in Walmart, I'm in all over the place. But I was buying body wash, makeup, body scrub. No, I am buying pillows and I'm buying candles and I am buying furniture and I'm just evolving. And there's nothing wrong with evolving. And a comment like this does not make me feel bad or make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. It just shows me that not everyone is accepting of change. But for me personally, I am happy with the phase of life that I'm going through now. It's a much needed change. I feel like I'm in a stage of my life where I ought to be, you know, and I think change is good. Change is not bad. You saying that I've changed, I say thank you, because I know I haven't changed in a negative way and I know I'm not going backwards. I think I'm going forward. This one says, what is your advice for girls in their 20s? Girl, live your life. Don't worry about nothing. Enjoy your life. That's what I did. I lived in my 20s. I experienced it all. I was curious about a lot of things. I wanted to experience a lot of things and I did. So it's like I did it and be done with it. Now I'm in my 30s. I don't want that life anymore. I'm not seeking, for example, I'm not crazy about clubbing. I'm not crazy about a lot of things because I had so much of it in my 20s. So that life has been lived. 20s is the time where you date and you get to know yourself. You get to figure out, you know, okay, let me try this to see if I like it, so I know whether I like it or not. So the 20s is definitely the time to experience and to have fun. This person is asking, did you start therapy? No, I did not professionally, but internally on my own. I've been doing a lot of work. I've been trying to figure out some of my traumas and I've been acknowledging a lot of things that have triggered me and I'm trying to figure out how to work through that. Eventually, I would love to start therapy, but I have not as yet. This one says, I am in my 40s and I feel like I am not where I need to be. Do you struggle with that and what tips do you have? I do to an extent. I do, as I mentioned before, I do associate sometimes accomplishments with age. And it's something that I'm working to not do, honestly, because I don't think it's healthy. I think we all are at a place that at some point in time we wish we were at that place. And we just have to acknowledge it instead of wanting more and more and more. I've been learning to acknowledge where I am and be thankful for it. Because there are others, you may think you're not where you need to be, but there are others wishing they were where you are. And you're not in the hospital, you're not sick. You know, you are able to put food on your table, you have a car, you have gas, or you're able to walk to the bus stop. These are all blessings and these are all things that some people are not able to do. So I am trying personally, I am trying to look at life from a place of thankfulness. Even when I'm praying, I try to start off my prayers with what I am thankful for, because I want to acknowledge my blessings no matter how small they are. Because as human beings, we're always going to want more. It's like it's a part of human nature, right? We are all going to want more, but at some point you just have to let go and let God. Honestly, just let it go and let it flow. And I definitely think that operating from a place of thankfulness, like being still, being thankful, the blinds just come off and you're able to see, oh, I was able to get that, or I have food on the table, or I have this, or I have that. I'm so thankful for it, instead of operating from a place of like, I want this, I want that, and I don't see it happening, you know? Are you scared of starting over, moving to America, and now moving out of your marital home? So one thing about me, I'm not scared of starting over. I'm not scared of change. I am always open to change. And just like you said, I did move to America. I did not move out of my marital home. I did not do that. So let's correct that right this so. But moving to a new place, it is nothing compared to moving to a whole new country and started life all over again. So moving to a new place for me has been the most exciting thing that has happened in a very long time. I'm excited about it instead of being scared or timid or anything. Like, as I say, this year, going back to the question, my biggest lesson is trusting God. So because I feel so relaxed and confident in this move, because I think it was God's doing, not my own. And that brings me so much peace. I'm not worried about the additional bills. I'm not worried about the rent. I'm just going with God and just letting things go. Things that I can't control, I just let it go. And as it relates to starting over, I believe a start over as many times as necessary. Once you are alive and you are well and you are able, start over as many times as you wish. Reinvent yourself as many times as you wish to get the results you are looking for. There's no place in this life to be stagnant. There's no place in this life to worry about what people think about the changes that you want to make in your life. This life is yours. I've said it before. Me can't live my life, my mother life, my husband life, your life, my brother. I can't live everybody's life one time. I can only live mine. And it's the same for everybody else. You can't live your life plus my life. It can't happen. We all have one life to live, and we have to live it as we see fit. So I think change, a part of the reason why people are so terrified of changing, is because they know that people around them are not accepting of change. And so we become stagnant, and still, to impress who? Impress people that don't even have their own life figured out? No. So again, start over as many times as you wish. Fail as many times as necessary until you get it right. So this one says, do you miss living by yourself or being single? So I do not miss being single. I don't. I liked being single when I was in that phase of my life. I loved being single. I loved doing things by myself. I loved going out with my girlfriends and just doing single girl things. That was a phase. But getting married, I definitely love having a partner. I love having someone I can go to with my fears. I have someone I can go to with my thoughts, someone that can uplift me when I feel down, someone that can do things for me. Like last night, I was so tired. I had a headache. I went to bed, I got up, I could ask my husband for a cup of tea. Like simple things like that. Just having a partner, someone you know that will look out for you, someone that you know. Listen, when you find your person, I think it opens up a whole new world. And when you find someone that you are compatible with and you can make a life with, it's a beautiful thing. So me personally, I don't miss single life. Single life was then. I loved it when I was single. I loved being single. But now I'm married and I have a partner, and I love that. How do you stay motivated and consistent? I'm motivated because I love what I do, and I'm consistent because I love what I do. So that in itself motivates me and brings in consistency. Also, speaking specifically on YouTube, I'm a hard worker. I love to do things that I set my mind to. And I like to do things to the best of my ability. So I wouldn't be comfortable sitting down 2, 3, 4 weeks, no video on YouTube, not showing up at all, because I would just feel bad, like I'm disappointing my audience, you know, my bigger crew. So that motivates me. But in life overall, in life itself, what motivates me are my goals, my dreams. That allows me to be consistent in every area of my life. I like to show up. And you get up every day, you go to work, right? Why you go to work? Because these bills need to be paid, right? So that is also a part of it. And that's just the truth. To be honest, I stay motivated and I stay consistent because I do have a goal. I do have a life that I want to live, or a certain standard of life that I want to live, and it does require money. It does require money. So that's the reason. That's one of the reasons I stay motivated. I stay consistent. This person says, love you and your mom's relationship. How do you remain so close? Thank you. We remain close because we want to remain close. The thing, you know, in every relationship that you have, a mother and daughter relationship is no different. Every single relationship takes work. It takes a willingness to want that relationship to grow. And it needs you to foster and nurture that relationship, right? And it's the same thing with me and my mother. So we have grown a lot. Our relationship has grown a lot because, as any rebellious picnic would tell you, I was that. In my teenage years, I couldn't understand why my mother would say certain things, would punish me a certain way, would stop me from going out with certain friends. I couldn't understand it. And I think as I've grown and my mind has opened up and I've experienced things, I do understand where she's coming from as a parent. And that allowed me to appreciate her so much more. Also, being a woman in my 30s right now, and going back to the time, like, I couldn't imagine having a teenage little girl in my yard right now to take care of. I couldn't see it. I don't know how I would manage that. So I give her all the praises for dealing with everything she dealt with at such a young age, because what would you do differently if you were just starting YouTube? Not a single thing. I would not change anything, and that's the honest truth. I would do it the same over again because what I did worked. However you want to view it, what I did worked for me. So I would do the same things again. I would research how to be a good YouTuber, research how to edit, try different types of videos. I would do it all over again because it worked. Why change the formula if it's working, or if it worked, you know? Do you regret sharing that you were moving? No, I don't, because you would see it eventually. Why would I chop out a big chunk of my life when my goal is to share my life? It's a story. And years from now, I'm going to come back and I'm going to watch this story. So I couldn't just take out a big chunk of my life and then just show up in this different place and you're like, huh, what happened? Da, 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 da. So many questions. No, I do not regret it. I may not appreciate how it was perceived, but then again, once I put a piece of content out there, I can't tell people how to perceive it. I can't tell people to like it or hate it. I have no more control over it. I'm happy that I shared it actually, because I've gotten comments of people that say, Kim, you motivate me to the X, Y, or Z, or Kim, you open my eyes to X, Y, or Z. What's your least favorite thing about being a YouTuber? My least favorite thing, let me put on some lip gloss because the lip I get dry. My least favorite thing about being a YouTuber, opening up your life to everybody, meaning you're opening up your life to the good, the bad, and the indifferent, and how entitled people get for your information, for your life. For example, the people that say, oh, you put your life out there so I can say anything I want to say. So yeah, I don't really love that. I don't love that at all. But then I have to take the good with the bad, with the indifferent, with everything that it comes with. Another thing about YouTube, again, is that you have to stay consistent. You have to be always on that grind. That's why you find YouTubers with millions of subscribers are still putting out video, because the moment you stop, sometimes everything stops. So you have to stay, you don't get an off day, really, you know. This question says, how are you feeling now that you're settled in your new home? I feel so at peace. I am just so excited about the move. I know that I'm more settled into it. It's a good feeling. It's just, I just feel good. That's all I can say about it. I feel good, and I'm happy that I'm happy for the move. It was needed. It was a time for a change, and I'm happy that it happened. This one says, not a question, love your YouTube channel, big up, big up, big up. I appreciate, love you too. Would you ever visit Maryland? Yes, I would. Besides cats, do you have any other phobias? No, I think cats, I don't even know, is that a real phobia? being afraid of cats. But that's it. That's really it. We need more makeup tutorial, please. Okay. You like look at makeup and stuff? Okay. When are you visiting St. Lucia? I don't have any plans, but I've seen how beautiful St. Lucia is, so I would definitely love to go one day. This one says, what's your dream destination? I would love to do Europe. I would love to like go to the different countries and kind of hop from one to the other in Europe. This one says, before making a telephone call, do you rehearse what you are going to say? I used to. I remember doing that a lot, but guess what? It never ever goes the way you plan, because the moment that person says hello, the conversation just goes in a whole different direction. So I don't do that anymore. I definitely know what I want to get across, what I want to say on the conversation, but I don't rehearse it at all, because it will never go as planned. Would you ever consider doing one-on-one beginner classes on how to start YouTube and editing? I have thought about it, but I just don't have the time right now for it. Maybe sometime in the future. I have considered like doing a course or one-on-one. I have played around with the thought, but definitely not right now. This one says, when do you want to start planning for kiddos? And she start boom flicking at the question. Anytime now. Like I am definitely anytime now. I've spoken it earlier, and I'll say right now, anytime now. Advice for people who want to start vlogging. Start vlogging. I know every YouTuber probably tell you the same thing, but it's true. Start vlogging. Do not wait for the right camera. Don't wait for the ring light. Don't wait for a mic. Don't wait for friends to be on board. Don't wait for family to be on board. Start vlogging. If you go to your favorite YouTuber right now and go to their oldest video, you may be like, you'll see the difference from where they started to where they're at now. But imagine if they had not started. So I don't think a lot of YouTubers did not start off being perfect. The editing is choppy, the videoing is shaky, but at least they started, and probably look at where they are at now. So I just say, pick up your phone if you don't have a camera and just start recording. Type in on a YouTube video how to edit YouTube videos. You'll see that on YouTube and learn how to edit. How do I upload a YouTube video? Type that on YouTube. It will tell you how to upload a YouTube video and upload your content, and start. And just try and remain consistent. The other day your face was breaking out. What you use to get rid of those bumps, please? Yes, my face was breaking out, but I didn't use anything specific. I think my diet played a major role, and stress. I was very stressed with the move and everything that was happening, so that caused it. So I think I just kind of changed my diet a bit. If Boo said, babe, let's move to any state, where would you move to right now? Probably Georgia. More than likely. That's the only state that comes to mind and keeps coming to my mind. This person is asking, how do you feel about your progress as a YouTuber or a vlogger? Honestly, guys, I love the progress that I've been making. I am very proud of myself. I know a lot of times we don't stop to say how proud we are of ourselves, but I'm very proud of where I have come. I am happy that I have been able to build such a strong, supportive community, my big up crew, and I just feel hopeful about the future. I feel optimistic about future growth, but for right now, slow, steady progress is what's happening, and I am okay with it. I'm fine with it. How did you start earning income aside from that YouTube check? So I made sure to start off by having a business email, and I made sure to put that in my description box every single video. So if a brand happened to come upon my video, they know how to get in touch with me. That's very important. And I think doing content that you know is advertiser friendly, content that would attract a brand. For example, I wanted to start doing hair and working with hair wig companies. I did a wig review video. I want to do lifestyle based. I want to work with lifestyle based companies. I do lifestyle based content. So don't be afraid to go to Target, buy something. Like, I love Dove products, and I'm manifesting that Dove partnership because I love Dove products, and I always talk about their products, you know. But I would say if you want to work with brands, you can also reach out to them. You can slide into their DM, go into their DM. Hi, you know, I'm interested in working with you. May I have an email? Da 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 da. You know, you make the DM sound fancy and nice. Don't be afraid to reach out to get your foot or you head through that door. Okay guys, so that's it for this Q&A. Thank you so much for everyone that submitted a question. I hope you are satisfied with the answers. Now let me shout out just a few. I can't shout out every single person, so do not fight me in the comment section, but I just want to shout out a few people that are always in the comment section, always commenting. Bridget B is always here, Unruly Marsha, Karika is always here, Sexy Williams is always here, Lisa Gab is always here, Tracy always commenting as well. I see Neeks from time to time, Jen F always here as well, Kimmy Hot Stuff always here. You guys, it means a lot that you take the time not only to watch the video but also comment on the video, and I definitely appreciate it. Brianna Williams, I always see Sarika, I always see Ivorine Smith as well, just to name a few. And big up Joy Foster, who sent a super thanks on the last video. So big up to you guys. Again, I couldn't name everybody, please don't fight me. I couldn't name every single person, but you know I love and appreciate you. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember, leave a like on the video, and if you're new over here, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.